Hello and welcome to the Cubbears fan report for November the 18th, 2024. And the Bears have found another way to lose a football game. They should be 6-4 right now because they went in to the closing seconds of the fourth quarter with over an 85% chance of winning yesterday and over a 91.7% chance of winning against the Commanders a few weeks ago. So right now they're finding ways to blow these high percentage win possibilities, and that doesn't bode well for Matt Eberflus in the future. The Bears do not fire their head coaches in the middle of a season, but Matt Eberflus talked like a man who is doomed, like he just got a cancer diagnosis or something. But he blew the game. And here's the problem. They missed the field goal in the closing seconds. It was a 46-yard attempt, and Carlos Santos hits 85% of his field goals that aren't over like 55 yards or something. And why didn't they try to get closer to the end zone? That's the question. The real problem I have is that the Bears fought their way back, got down to about the 28-yard line, and ran the ball one more time and let the clock run down to the final 2 seconds, thinking it was an automatic chip shot. They weren't sitting at the 5-yard line. That's how you play it from the 5-yard line. That is not how you play it from the 27-yard line or the 26-yard line, because a lot has to happen in order for the kick to go through the uprights. It's not just about kicking it. Carlos Santos said he was happy with how he kicked it. He was happy with being on the left hash mark, but the Bears weren't able to block the center of the line. Now, when you do a field goal, I've been on a field goal team when I played football in high school, and I played in the Miller Football League in Guam. And what they tell you to do if you're on the interior is you turn sideways. Turn sideways, and then you block everybody. It's a little more complicated than that in the NFL. But you don't go out, you don't charge out, you just turn sideways and try to create a barrier. And then you just got to kick the ball over the center of the line. He had already made a 53-yard field goal earlier, but the Bears somehow found a way to get down there and miss that field goal. I don't know why they didn't try to advance the ball further. I saw Mark Trestman do that in 2013, and I'm still mad about that because he thought he had a field goal from somewhere in the 20-yard line range. He didn't try to advance the ball either when it was in overtime and lost to the Vikings late in the year in 2013. And I'm still upset with Mark Trestman about that. And you should be too. It was a good game with Thomas Brown calling the offense. The Bears were quicker to get the ball out. They clearly said that Caleb Williams, you need to either throw it or run it. And he ran for 70 yards, passed for 230 yards. And he had an effective game. He was 23 for 31. That's a good percentage. And the Bears also were able to rush the ball. Swift rushed for 71 yards. Roschon Johnson rushed for 33. They got good blocking with their tackles back in the lineup, Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright. Roma Dunze got 6 receptions for 65 yards, including a key back shoulder reception on 4th down to get the first down and put the Bears in the field goal range. Roma Dunze, 6 for 65. Like I said, DJ Moore had 7 catches. He also ran the ball once. And Cole Kmet had 3 for 42. Keenan Allen had 4 for 41. He distributed the ball. He got the ball out. He was coached. It was coaching that did well. Thomas Brown did an effective job. The Bears played well enough to win, but couldn't bring home the victory, even though they had over an 85% chance. Because you can't play for a gimme field goal when you're 46 yards away, because a lot of things could go wrong, and they did. And that's the problem with coaching. Now we've seen Matt Eberflus turn 2 85% chances of winning into losses. The Hail Mary had a 91.7% chance of winning. 1 out of 12 Hail Marys score. So the Bears were high percentage wins. They should be 6-4 and tied with the Packers. Now they're 4-6. And that just about guarantees that we're going to get a new coach next year, because this was poor coaching. And you got to coach better than that. You got to find ways to win instead of finding ways to lose. He coached like he was afraid they were going to fumble. And the percentages on fumbles was a lot lower than that. The Bears didn't fumble the ball all game. The Bears have hardly fumbled at all. One thing I'll say good about Caleb Williams is he will be a benefit to whoever coaches the team next year, provided they coach him properly. And he has not thrown an interception. I don't know how long. He didn't throw any yesterday. He was pretty much flawless. He was solid. And he moved the ball, and he was decisive. And that's all it takes. Shane Waldron was fired this week, and Thomas Brown was brought in. And I was impressed with how Thomas Brown called the plays. The criticism with Shane Waldron is that he was too nice, and he wouldn't coach. Sometimes you got to get under people's skin. You got to get them going. You got to yell a little bit. I have coached before kids, but the whole practice I was yelling to get their attention, to get them to move, because that motivates a lineman to hit people harder when you're getting under their skin and yelling at them. But this is the Cubbears Fan Report. Please support my sponsor, Robinhood Brewery, my favorite place in town to go to for some microbrewed beer. And Table 127 is a great restaurant on the square. Cream and Sugar is also a great place for breakfast. And of course, I like Taylor's Place in Burnsville. That's just up the street. But they go to Chicago and get Chicago-style food like Italian beef and Chicago-style hot dogs, Vienna hot dogs. So you got places to go. Please support my sponsors. And please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like to. And also, you can share it. Sharing is okay. I believe in sharing. This is a great day. Have a great day. Bad news, I'll report when there's more to report. Maybe we'll be reporting on the firing of Matt Eberflus, but the Bears don't fire their head coaches in the middle of the season. They've never done it, and they've been under the same ownership for the entire time they've existed, all the way back to the Decatur Staleys. That's the oldest rivalry in the NFL, but the Packers always find a way to win, and the Bears find ways to lose. Cubbear Fan Report, please like and subscribe. My name is Mark Burtman. Don't confuse me with the other Mark Trestman, who used to coach the Bears. He was a failure as a coach because he did the same thing. He assumed the field goal would be made, and that's bad football. Go for the touchdown.